Hello everybody, in today's tutorial I'm going to be teaching you how to do the rib stitch. This is really good for edging some of your work like beanies, hats, jumpers, cardies, anything that you need to have sort of a little bit of stretch on and also that you want a little bit of texture. So if you want to grab your hook and some yarn, let's get crocheting. So I've just got my yarn and my crochet hook. This is just a 5.5 hook and I'm just using some Caron Simply Soft that I had left over. I have had lots of people asking me how to do this stitch. So we start with a slip knot. Now what I'm going to do for this piece is I'm just going to chain 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So what you want to do is you want to chain your make your chain so it fits your piece of work or as long as your piece of project is. So I've just chained 10. Now I'm just going to add an extra 1 because I want to have 10 stitches. I want it to be 10 across, so I'm just going to add an extra 1 for turning, so this stitch isn't counted. And what I'm going to do, so you can do this in either a double crochet or single if you're in the US, or a treble crochet or double if you're in the US. Now this particular piece is done with a double. So I'm going to show you what to do for the double. It is exactly the same technique and where you work your stitches if you are doing it with a treble. The treble just gives it a bit more height because obviously the stitches are higher, but I just wanted a double for this. So I'm just going to show you the double. So what you want to do to start off is chain to the length you want, then just add 1 for your turning chain. We're going to start by double crocheting into the second chain from our hook, and then we're going to continue double crocheting in every stitch until you get down to the very end. So if you want to pause the video now and I shall meet you back when we get to the end. So I'm just coming to my last stitch here. Sorry if you can hear the wind, it's like super windy today after our heat wave. So once you've got to the end, you want to chain 1. This doesn't count as a stitch, this is just a turning chain, and turn your work. Now normally when we're working into our stitches, we work into both. So if you can see here, we have, ignore this bit here, we have 2 loops on the hook, so each stitch has 2. But when we're working a rib stitch, we only want to work into the back loop only, so not this front one here, this one here. So you want to insert your hook into that first stitch and then just double crochet or single if you're in the US as per normal, and again into the back loop only, and into the back loop only. So you want to do that all the way along, so you should have 10 stitches. So if you work into the 10 back loops, so these ones here, and I shall meet you back when we get near the end. So as you can see, it's already starting to look a bit ribbed where we're just working into the back loops. You're starting to get that ridge here. So once you reach your last stitch here, you want to chain 1. Remember, this isn't counted as a stitch. And then turn, and we're just gonna go into the back loop again of this very first stitch. And all the way along. Into those back loops. And that is the rib stitch. And once you start to build it up, it starts to look like this. And as I said before, you can do it as a double or treble crochet. You can do any stitch. If you just work into the back loops, it will turn out like this. And it is really, really handy to finish off, sort of like for the cuffs of jumpers, sleeves, or if you're making gloves, you can put this for the cuffs as well. So that is how to do the rib stitch. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, and also if you hit that bell, you'll get notifications of when I post a new video. You can also find me on WordPress and on Instagram, and I will leave all the information in the description box below. So happy crocheting and thanks for watching.